we focus on what could we do that was unique.
You do the same thing everybody else around you is doing. You don't have any competitive advantage. And you don't get to become outstanding.
想知道成功的核心秘诀？黑石苏世民和 Telegram 杜罗夫这两位大佬答案惊人一致，差异化。他们的成功都在证明，随波逐流难成气候，与众不同才能突围。
If you're thinking about dedicating your life to something, you have to have visualization of what you want to be doing. Because if the only thing you do is what everybody else is doing, you won't be able to create something that's unique. When Pete Peterson and I decided to go into business together and we formed our new company, we started with not much, pretty much a blank piece of paper. So we met every morning for coffee and breakfast. And Pete was a very good strategic planner. He said, what are we going to do? And we focused on what could we do that was unique. And at that time, unbelievably, there were no merger and acquisition boutiques. Nobody did it. So we constructed something that was different than existed in finance. And we're still executing the same strategic plan. We didn't come up with a new concept other than executing what we started.
If you do the same thing everybody else around you is doing, you don't have any competitive advantage. And you don't get to become outstanding at some point in your life.
Yeah, that's one of the things we talked about, sort of by way of advice, is if you want to be successful in life, you want to be different.
Differently.
And perhaps, I think you said you want to achieve mastery at a niche. So find the niche at which you can pursue with all your effort and achieve mastery. And the niche being different than anything that anybody else is doing. Can you explain that a little bit more?
So obviously, in order to contribute to the society you're in, to the economy of the country you live in, you have to do something that is valuable. But if you're doing something that everybody else is doing anyway, what's the value of it? Now, it sounds easier than it is done to do something that nobody else is doing, because we humans are surrounded by all kinds of information which makes us want to copy what we're perceiving. At the same time, there are so many areas which you can explore that have nothing to do with the information you receive on the daily basis. So it's extremely important to curate the information sources that you have, so that you wouldn't be somebody who is left to the will of AI-based algorithmic feed telling you what's important, so that you end up consuming the same information, the same stuff, the same memes, the same news as everybody else. But rather, you should be proactive. You should deliberately try to set a goal, an area that you want to explore, and then actively search information that is relevant to this field, so that one day you can become the world's #1 expert in this field. And it's not that difficult to do that. You have to just remain consistent, because nobody else is trying to do that. Everybody else is just reading the same news and discussing the same news every day. But this way, they don't get to have a competitive advantage.
Yeah, majority of the population becomes slaves to the AI recommender systems, AI-driven recommender systems. And so the content everybody's fed is the same thing, and we all become the same.